I wanted to give you guys a few pointers on Seesaw. I see some of you are trying to use the tools to write words out. I think that is so hard. So one way to make that a little easier, if you look over here, there's this little T in a circle. Click on that button and you'll see there is a toolbar, or not a toolbar, a text box that pops up. So then you can just type text box. I'm going to type in coastal range. And then what you can do is I click away real quick, and then you'll see right here you've got these little circles on the side, and that allows you to be able to move your text box around and make it smaller. And then when you see your all four triangles, you know you can move that box around. Now I know that I have a coastal range on one side and coastal plains on the other. So a quick easy way to be able to do that, you can click on, when you click on it, you'll see this circle with three little dots in it. Click on those three dots, and you can click the word that says duplicate. Click duplicate, it makes the same thing. Now, like I said, I know coastal range is on one side, coastal plains is on the other. If you double click on your text box, then you'll see it highlights and you can change that word. So I'm going to change that to coastal plain. So now I have 2 out of my 8. I would suggest you go back and you list all 8. You don't have to have them in any particular way. This is just kind of like your color coding map key kind of thing. So once you get those complete, then you can do your coloring part. So I'm going to go down here. You have several tools you can use. You have the pencil, you have the marker, highlighter, and then there's this really cool tool, but unfortunately, it doesn't do such a great job at coloring. So I would opt out of that. So you can use your eraser, and you can change the size by double clicking on the eraser. I just clicked erase drawing, but be careful because if you click that, it erases everything. Okay, so you don't want to click that unless you want to erase everything. Alright, so I'm going to start here with coastal range. Just put a color in that box to match coastal range. And then I go over here and I color in my coastal range. Oh no, oh man, I made a mistake. I'm going to go over here to my eraser. And then all I'm going to do is touch up that area so that it doesn't go past that black line. And my coloring, oh, I need to touch up that color a little bit more. Alright, so I'm going to touch that back up. Alright, so now I have my coastal range. Yes, it's not perfect, but that's okay. Alright. And I'm going to choose a different color for my coastal plain. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to color in my coastal plains. Alright, one other tip I have when you're doing these regions, again, it doesn't have to be perfect. If I looked at this from my perspective, I would know that you knew which areas they were. So if you want to move around the text box, you can click this little pointer hand button, and then it allows you to be able to move around text box. If you labeled it by doing this, as long as I can see that this is in the correct area and I can see that. If you go to ordering, you can bring it to the front. Okay, so let's say you did a drawing and you just labeled them by putting them on top. That's fine too. So I can see that. But you can also use this little area over here. And then it's kind of easy to just, you don't have to worry about the words fitting in the correct area. Alright, so one other tip I wanted to tell you is the Canadian shield. Alright, when you guys are coloring in the Canadian shield, some of you guys are coloring all the way over here. And look, that's not a different color. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Because I'm going to erase this. This is not the Canadian shield. It is Canada. That is correct. But according to this map, see the Canadian shield, when we talk about it in the book, it says it goes around the Hudson Bay. You can see part of the Hudson Bay here and the Great Lakes there. So it talks about going around those areas. So you would go ahead and color in that area. You wouldn't want to color all the way in here. So I hope this has been helpful, help clarify some information for you guys. Feel free to reach out to me. If you type a question in Google Classroom, it automatically sends me an email. Or if you just want to send me an email, go ahead, because either way, I'm going to get that email. So feel free, if you have questions, let me know, and I will try to get to them as soon as possible. Good luck, and I hope this helps.